Check, check. Okay, everybody, it's that time. I'd love to introduce to you none other than the master chef here. Take a look at this board here. I can tell you from personal experience, my kid doesn't like my cooking. And maybe with some experience here from Chef Neil, well, everybody here will learn a few tricks to get your kids eating a lot of food here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to give a warm applause, please, to Chef Neil.
And Brian.
Woo! And Brian, the photo man right here, videographer. Congratulations, thank you.
Thank you all for coming today and watching this Vitaflo Cooking demonstration. So can we just turn it down a little bit? There we go, that's better. So what we're going to do today is use some like konjac noodles, okay? So the konjac noodles come in packets like this. So you have to just wash them off. If you didn't do them like that, yeah, what you would find with the konjac noodles is they have a really like awful smell about them and things as well. I'm not selling them to you, I can tell you that already. But the thing is, as soon as you wash them off, they become less smelly and things as well. But what you need to do is cook them with a sauce. But the beauty of these is they're so low in carbohydrates and things as well. So if you're looking for things like spaghetti, noodles, and rice and things like that, these are sort of things that are really good to use. You can get them in any supermarkets or anything like that. They're really quite easy to get a hold of as well. And they're quite cheap as well. Yeah, you may have to look for something like slimming noodles in there as well. So if you buy the noodles and you want to make them into rice, you just cut them a little bit smaller as well. Okay, so we're going to make 2 recipes with these. So I find like a lot of people say to me, oh, I want some like plant-based type food and things as well. So I'm going to do like a little plant-based recipe. So the recipes that we're going to do here, hey, this is good, Brian, isn't it? We could get a job. Yeah, we're going to do teriyaki tofu noodles, okay? So all the recipes are in the card in the front. When I'm finished cooking, I'll put them on the table and you have a little taste. Also, it tells you the ingredients, it tells you the nutritional breakdown, and it tells you the ingredients as well at the back. Each one has got like a QR code on, so if you click on there, you can go and have a look at a few more recipes and things as well. Okay, good, Brian? Thanks very much. So without any further ado, let's get started. So we're just going to heat the pan up. The first thing we're going to do is add some oil into there. So I'm really quite one that likes to measure all the time, so I'm just going to take my spoons and I'm just going to measure my oil in there. As long as the chef in the kitchen says, oh, Neil, I've measured absolutely everything out. Yeah, I still like to do my own thing. Okay, so we're just going to heat them up. And the first thing we're going to add into there is we're going to put some mushrooms into there. So we just put half the mushrooms, because I know how much these are. And then we're going to put some, oh God, you call this eggplant, I call it aubergine. Okay, so we're going to add some aubergine into the eggplant into there. Okay, so you're going to just have to pardon my little English bits in there. Going to add some garlic into there as well. Okay, and we're just going to start to cook it. There we go. All right, do you like it really garlicky? Some fresh ginger. So the thing about the fresh ginger is you've got to be really careful you don't put too much in. I'm just going to put a little into there, and then we'll just get this cooking away. All right, if you have any questions, just shout it out as we're going along. Okay, so the recipes you've been having from us, yeah? You've had like the overnight oats, you've had the chocolate pudding and things like that. There's about another, I think it's about another 12 recipes that we've done for GSD as well. So all those 12 recipes will be coming out later on throughout the year and things. So, you know, there's all sorts of things we're doing in there as well. Okay, there we go. So everything's just starting to sizzle away nicely in there as well. Okay. You smell the garlic there? Yeah, it's the best part. Okay, come on, get going. Okay, no questions. This is really good. All right, so there we are. We're just going to get them to cook. There they go. Yeah, it smells really good. So we just need that to cook a little bit more. There we go. And then what we're going to add in there next is we're going to put some of the tofu in there as well. So we just put the tofu in there. And I've marinated this in a little bit soy sauce. Okay? And there it goes. So what I'm trying to do here is just to get the flavor to come together in there as well. It's really low in carb, as we talk about, and it's just a really nice, it's really quite clean and healthy dish as well. That's what we're looking for. Look at that. Can you smell that? It's good. Okay, so these dishes don't take long to cook and things as well. Okay, there we are. We'll just let that cook a little bit. Okay, so today we're talking a little bit about bread to someone, and I was saying, have you ever used a thing called fiber flour? So fiber flour is like the fibrous parts of flax seeds and things, and it doesn't have any carb in there, and they grind it down, and it just becomes very smooth like a flour, and you can make really great bread, you can make really great tortillas with it, you can make buns and stuff with it as well, and it tastes really good as well. So that's one of the recipes you'll probably start to see as well. Look at that. Put some spring onions in there, or green onions, okay. There we are. Put some green peppers in there. So remember, when you use things like peppers and stuff like that, like the green peppers, are always a lot lower in carbohydrates than red peppers and things as well. Okay? And also things like onions. Well, I would always use spring onions again. Green onions, because again, they're a lot lower in carbohydrate and stuff as well. Okay, so you can see that coming around there. I've got my soy sauce. Just going to add that into there like that. Okay. Some cilantro. Now, we've had a lot of conversations about cilantro. Either you love it or you hate it. Okay, I'm a little bit of a lover of cilantro, so I fall on that side. I'm going to put my bean shoots into there. Okay. There we go. Are you good with all this? Yep. And then I'm going to take my noodles. So as you can see, the noodles are really quite stringy. I'm just going to break them up and put them into there. So we wash them off. Okay, as a packet goes into there. Okay, and I'm just going to break them up a little bit, and then we should cook this off and you can have a little taste. Okay, anyone got any questions or anything? Are you quite happy with everything so far? Yeah, we need a little bit of salt and pepper, which is here. There we go, not too much. A little bit of pepper. Okay, whoa. And because it's like an Asian noodle recipe as well, we're just going to put a little bit of curry powder into there, just to spice it up a little bit. Okay, there we go, and we'll make it. And then the final liquid we're going to add into there is some coconut milk into there as well. There we go. Okay, look at that. This looks really good. Yeah. It's quite tasty. So this would be about 1, maybe 2 portions in here. Okay. Look at that. So I just need to get this one, get my cup measurement. Need 1. That's coconut milk. Yeah, coconut in there as well. Okay, so because it is quite like an Asian type recipe, so it's like, there we go. We just need to put the heat up onto this, and off we go. There we are. There we go. Come on. Whoa, look at that. You can get the smell of it now. Okay, just going to let that simmer a little bit. And then I'm going to thicken it up. So we use some xanthan gum in there. You just need to use a really little bit of xanthan gum in there as well, and it'll thicken the sauce up as well. And you can have it like this as well. Okay. Anyone got any questions or anything? Really lonely up here.
It smells good.
You what?
It smells good.
Ah, good. That's what it's all about. So you know what the thing is about cooking is, like I always say, like my kids, from like day one, I've always taught them to cook in the kitchen with me as well. So, you know, when your kids go off to university and go off to college and stuff like that, yeah, you want to make sure they can look after themselves. So I know they make a mess when they get in the kitchen and things like that, but as soon as you can get them to cook, the better it is, so they can start to look after themselves and things. And maybe sometimes they make a really nice meal for you when you come in as well. That's always a Brucey bonus in there as well. Okay. There we go. Right, I just need to bring that to the boil. There we go. It's not like really powerful, is it?
Smells good.
Yeah. So other type of things you could do there, if you wanted to do shrimps in there or chicken or anything else, you could just switch out the tofu in there so it's not like a vegetarian type recipe as well. So this is more like a vegan type recipe or a vegetarian recipe as well. Okay. Oh, look at that.
How many carbs are in a serving?
So in the serving on here, so for one serving, it's total sugar is 6.7 and the carbs are 23 in one serving in there as well. So that would be like half of that in there. So it's quite a large meal as well. Yeah. So when we made this in the UK, God, they just love it. You know, because it's just something a little bit different as well. And I think that's what we're trying to do here. It's just things that are a little bit different. Whoop. Sorry about your tablecloths. Right, come on to the boil. There we are. You can see it's starting to boil up there now.
Neil,
Yeah.
if you did chicken,
Yep.
at what point would you cook the chicken?
So because we're in the hotel, I'd pre-cook my chicken. So if I was going to do the chicken raw, I'd make sure it's diced, and it'd be the first thing I put in the pan. Always, I would put the chicken first thing in the pan. And then what I do is I cook the chicken, and I take a little bit out and cut, just to make sure it's all the way through in the middle, so you don't want to be serving any raw chicken or anything like that at all. Okay. Come on, Hop. Oh, you're ringing.
Cornstarch time.
Yeah. Cornstarch time. Do you need to go and sort that out? Are you good?
We're good.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to put a little bit of xanthan gum in there, and that will just start to thicken it up a little bit. You don't need very much xanthan gum. So we use xanthan gum quite a lot when we cook in keto, because it holds the fat into there, and it pulls the sauces together and things as well. Okay, there we go. Oh, it smells nice. There we go. So I'm just going to put that one over here, and then I'm going to make the other one for you as well. So it's really quite similar to the other one as well. Just get that back on there, start the heat up onto it. There we go, one really high. Okay, and this one is like a curry. Okay, so I've got the chicken already pre-cooked, so I wouldn't drop that in there now. And I've taken the noodles here and I've diced them already. So we need our oil into here. Okay, let me just do the oil, measure everything out. So where we come from, like curry is just like one of our staple things that we have to eat. I'm going to put quite a bit of garlic into here as well. Okay. Yeah, if you don't like garlic, you can take anything out of the recipe. I'm not really too fussed by that. Put the ginger in as well. Okay, and then I'm going to put my chili in there as well. See, I like quite a lot of chili into there as well. Okay, I'm going to put my spring onions into there as well. Okay, I'm going to put my mushrooms in. Look at that, it smells really good already. Okay, put my aubergine into there, eggplant into there, and we're just going to start that one off and cook it a little bit as well. So everything is really easy in the pan to go with, okay? We've got this really nice sriracha chicken recipe as well that we use, and we make some wraps and things, and we put it into there. They're really good for like little lunch boxes and stuff as well. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Okay. Then you need your spice in there as well. So the spice we're going to use here is we're going to use a little bit of curry powder. Okay, let me get that one up there. So we put the curry powder in. Okay. And then we're going to use something called fenugreek. You don't have to use fenugreek, but if you've ever been to an Indian restaurant and you walk and have that really pungent smell, that's what it is, the fenugreek in there. And as soon as we put this in here, everyone will start to say, whoa, it smells. And then you put like a little bit of turmeric in there, but not too much. Okay, the problem with turmeric, it's quite a woody taste in there, so you just need a little bit of turmeric into there. And off we go again. And we just start that one there. Whoa, look at that. It smells delicious. Okay, these are just different things. I know like some people just really get stuck on the same things as well. So at Vitaflo, we have like a marinara sauce. So what you do is cook your marinara sauce. Instead of using, you could spiralize some zucchini, okay? Or you could just wash your konjac noodles off and add them into there. And you could do like a spaghetti bolognese type thing as well with that one as well. Okay. A few more of those into there. We'll put the chicken in. This is probably the easier one to make today. Okay, need a little bit of salt into there. Okay, and a little bit of pepper. There we go. And I'm going to put the chicken in. Oh, I'm looking for a container to measure out in. There we go. There's one there. Whoop, sorry. There we go. So this would be usually raw. So if the chicken was raw, it would go first into there. Okay, put the chicken in. There we go. There we go. So do you all like curry or not? Or you? Yeah. The spicier it is, the better. We need a little bit of organic soy milk there, sugar-free, into there. It's just to make the sauce up. Okay. Bring that to the boil. There we go. Bring that back up, and then we'll put the rice in. So this is just the noodles here that we've just chopped up so they look like little pieces of rice. So if you can't get them, that's a really easy thing to do. There you go. I always think they're always best to cook them into a sauce. There we are. That into there. And we just bring it to the boil and put a few little spinach leaves through, and then be all good to taste. You can come around the front and have a little taste of the food and things as well. Just need to come that up to the boil. There we go. Oh, look at the colour of that. There we go. Okay, has anyone got any questions or anything you want to ask or about any other recipes or anything at all that we make? So today when we made the chocolate pudding, a lot of people were asking, could you make that into ice cream as well? So I reckon you could make that into ice cream quite easily as well. Because sometimes we're having this conversation with this lady about ice cream today, and she says sometimes when she makes it, gets lots of ice in there. So if you make the ice cream up with some whatever you want to make it up with, and you add, and it's like a liquid, and you add a little bit of xanthan gum or a little bit of gum in there, and then you put it in the machine that's going to make it, you won't get those ice flakes through it as well. Okay, but definitely that chocolate pudding can do that as well. So if you made that chocolate pudding with the silken tofu, so tofu comes in two forms. So obviously you get the squares like this, and then you get the other one, which is the silken one or the smooth one. All you need to do is blend it, and it goes like a creamy type texture as well, and it's really tasty as well. So like a lot of people talk about tofu having no taste. They're quite right. You need to add something in there. So if you're ever going to use something like tofu, like a spoonful of sriracha into there, or maybe some chili or something like that, just to take a little bit of the flavor with it as well. But always read the label, because some of the ones that are pre-made, okay, have a lot of additives, and sometimes they have a little bit more carb and sugar into there as well. So you've got to be really careful. Okay. So come to the boil. Just want that to really boil.
With the noodles,
Yep.
magic noodles, like what are some of the best ways to make them? Like I know you have to rinse them.
Yeah, just rinse them under cold water and then just use them straight away. The problem with the konjac noodles is you keep them in the fridge for 24 hours. As soon as you open the packet, that's why the packets are so small, you've got to use them straight away. So that marinara sauce that we talked about, something like that would be really good. Any of these recipes, God, there's all sorts that you can make with them. Yeah, never serve them on their own. Always serve them as part of a dish, because they've got like no taste. They need like quite strong flavors to go with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, like when you're cooking it in these noodles,
Yeah.
like is it just like quick?
Yeah, just make sure they heat it through, come up to the boil and things like that. It's not like pasta. You don't have to cook for 9 minutes and things as well. They cook straight away and things as well. Whoa, that looks good, doesn't it? You see, now I would like a little bit more cilantro in there, but I'm just going to put a little bit in there before the people that don't like it. There we go. And then I'm going to rip some basil, some fresh spinach into there as well. Okay, this will need salt and pepper. I'm one of these chefs that doesn't over-salt my food, because I think you can always add it, but you cannot take it out. I've been to restaurants where you go in there and you put it in your mouth and you go, oh my God, how much salt's in this? And stuff as well. So there we go. Oh, Hey, Brian, it's really good. I think you found your forte in life. Yeah? See you on the Food Network or something like that. So do you like this type of food, Brian?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just get them. The thing with the spinach is you always add it in last because it just cooks so quickly. Yeah. Oh, look at that. See, now that chicken, I would have had like the powders around it and the sauces, and just to get a little bit more, we just need a little bit of the, there we are, a little bit of the powder in there. Okay, and then I'm going to put them on the front, and we'll answer questions, and you can come around and have a little taste, and tell us what you think about it all. It just needs to come up. So you can see as soon as you put the gum in there, can you see straight away, it starts to thicken the sauce. So there's no need to add any flour or anything like that into there as well. It just thickens it up. There you go. Okay. That looks all right to me, that one. All right, let's just put this back on the stove. And I'm going to go down on that table there, and I'll put them there, and you can come and have like a little taste. All of you can come round, and if you want to ask any questions, just come up, and we'll do it that way. So I'll put that on there, and I'll give you a spoon. And you can come and put it up. There's plates, there's knives, there's forks, and split stuff there. There's napkins. Just come and have a little taste if you want to. Okay, we'll just bring this one back to the boil. Okay, and then we can have a little taste. Please come and have a try, guys. There's no point in just sitting there. The proof is always in the pudding. Is that right? I'll just bring this back to the boil. No, that's all right. Just okay. You just stay there.
How far in advance can you prep all the
Oh,
ingredients?
God, you can prep them the night before. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that the night before. No problem.
One question.
Yeah.
Instead of xanthan gum, can you use a slurry?
You could. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just why do you use xanthan gum?
It's what I always use. Yeah, you could use that, or you could use, like, there's loads of different gums and things as well. But I just try to keep away from flour or anything like that at all. Yeah.
How do you think these things will freeze?
So they won't freeze.
You can't freeze, right?
Unfortunately, because they've got the noodles in there, the noodles don't freeze. But what you could do is cook the whole thing off and then add the noodles in once it's defrosted and things as well.
Okay.
Yeah? Chef, will you put the salt and pepper on the table? Because people may need. Yeah. There's some more salt and pepper there, guys. I hope it's hot enough. Thank you, Brian. There we go.
Is your soy sauce with gravy?
Ooh.
Can I look at it?
You can look at the one on the table because that's the one we used. There we go. Sorry, guys. Yep, there's the other side. There you are. So they are. Both sides, the recipes are on the table. Feel free. It's just like root. It's like a fiber. That's all it is. There's no carbohydrate in it at all. Yeah, it's just fiber. That's all it is. Is it good?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got gum in there. Yeah. So most of the things we make we try to make gluten-free and things as well. Yeah. Yeah. Chicken. This is the vegan one. Okay. Yeah. Has anyone got any questions or anything?
You said you could mix it all, cook it, freeze it.
So, and then add the noodles the next day. Yeah. The problem with the konjac noodles, they just don't freeze. Yeah. But to me, it's really tasty and things as well. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Kathy, there's a few more recipes for the GSD and me recipe books and things as well. Yeah. Hiya. So I think also it's really good that you try different foods as well, because we get stuck on maybe the same 7 or 8 meals. And then what happens is after that, is that when your kids will say to you one day, I don't want to have that meal or anything like that, you really start to panic. So lots and lots of different things. Experiment all the time with food and things as well. Okay, any more questions, guys, or anything? I'll tell you what would be really nice with that is like that curry would be like a nice little chapati or something like that, yeah, in there. Okay. But you can see that's like 2 portions. It's really big as well. And the thing about it is like this really nice clean vegetables and stuff as well. And that's what we're looking for.
It's like all one meal. Like
Yeah.
One dish.
One dish. And sometimes, we're really busy sometimes. I mean, our lives are a bit hectic. Just something that's on the pan, dead easy to go. And you've seen in like 10, 20 minutes, we've cooked 2 little dishes like that as well. Yeah? Is it good?
Very good.
Not too hot, not too spicy?
Nope, very good.
Good. Yeah.
Noodles in my Amazon cart.
All right. But you know what the thing is? There's some packet over there. You can take them away with you. I won't be using them anymore. Not going to take them home with us. Okay? Any questions? Are we all good? Yeah. Next time I come to see you, maybe we make bread next time and a few other things and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe we do like a little workshop or something. Yeah, where you can actually cook. There you are.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Kathy.
We give a hand for Chef Neil.
Can we give a hand for the cameraman more than anything else? Hold on. Turn around. There we go. There he is. Whoop, he's sideways. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?